Overcoming the Dragon of Boredom. This story is taken from the mythical book of Covidicus, pronounced Covidicus. In the years of the pandemic, a new foe spread its wings and took flight to overshadow our lands, the Dragon of Boredom. You are the hero of our story if you have suffered from boredom's affliction over these long months. It's time for you to rise and conquer. To defeat the dragon and to overcome boredom, you will benefit from the help of a friend of mine, the Wizard of Poz. Let's go and have a chat with him.
Ah, says the Wizard of Poz. I was expecting you, and I can see you have had the look of the Curse of Boredom far too often on your face this year. Let me encourage you. I have in my possession powerful armour that can help you defeat the dragon. First, we must make sure you are not caught unawares, what's sometimes described as being caught with your trousers down. You will need a belt. Here I have the belt of motivation. I perceive that you may not fully know your own strength, so I have a powerful profile that you can take to discover what energizes you. This is the first offense against the Dragon of Boredom. Secondly, you will benefit from wearing this breastplate, the breastplate of purpose. Discovering your purpose in life will protect your heart from the attacks of boredom. I know you know that the word courage comes from the heart. In fact, as my old drinking buddy Friedrich Nietzsche used to say, he who has a why can bear almost any how.
If you're like me, you're now thinking, how can I discover my life's purpose? This is where one-to-one coaching is so worthwhile. I work with 3 transformational coaches to gain more clarity of focus. Alphabetically, Jules Whale, Kay Harrington, and Kim Searle. Even though I've known my purpose since I was 18 years of age, I haven't always kept track of how to live out that purpose. That's where coaching comes in. Returning to the Wizard of Poz.
Thirdly, let's have a look at your feet. It's as I thought it would be. You haven't been moving enough. Your armour must include shoes ready to move, shoes fit for purpose, because boredom loves it when you sit in front of the computer for far too long. Put on the shoes of movement. You've got to move it. Get more exercise. Get outside. Get some rays of sunshine. Boredom hates sunshine. Darkness hates the light. Fourthly, that dragon breathes fire, the fire of boredom. You need a special shield, the shield of curiosity. Curiosity will overcome the flames of boredom every time. You must learn to discover something fascinating everywhere you go and in everything you do. Fifthly, you will need a helmet to protect your mind and your vision. Take this helmet, the helmet of focus. Keep finding the next physical action you can take to move you forward in each situation, and you will never lose your way. Sixthly, finally, I give you a dangerous offensive weapon, the sword of affirmation. Beware, this sword is double-edged. It can cut you as easily as you can pierce the hide of the Dragon of Boredom. You must learn to wield this sword wisely. This means learning to be cautious about how you speak. If you say, I am, and add something negative about yourself, your circumstances and your future, the sword will pierce your own soul. But if you learn to say positive things about who you are, how your circumstances are changing for the better, and how you have a bright future, the sword of affirmation will pierce the dragon through and send it fleeing from you in terror.
I know when I first took up the armour, the belt of motivation, the breastplate of purpose, the shoes of movement, the shield of curiosity, the helmet of focus, and the sword of affirmation. Yes, I know when I first started using this armour, my life was transformed. This time, sharing the story with you feels even more powerful, and I can see the Wizard of Poz wants to say one more thing.
Of course, 2 of you wearing and using the armour as you go into battle against boredom more than doubles its effectiveness. Go boldly together. No true hero ever works alone.
I have a confession. I was inspired to write this today based on a very famous description of spiritual armour in Paul's letter to the Ephesians. The armour he lists is the belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, feet wearing a readiness to share the good news of peace, the shield of faith, the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit. Not all my readers and listeners share the same faith, but we all face the same enemy of our fruitful productivity. The enemy, boredom. My hope is that you'll find this short story an inspiration to take action. Get your motivational profile done if you haven't yet done so, which I can help you with. Work with a transformational coach to define a purpose for your life. Get moving outside each and every day, no matter what the weather is. Cultivate curiosity. Be childlike in your sense of wonder at the world and ask lots more questions. Get focused. I use mind mapping to help me focus on what needs to be achieved. Mind mapping can capture the complexity of all your commitments and then impose order on the chaos. And learn how to create affirmations that say yes to your success and a better future. You will need to combine these with creative imagination to visualize the words that you declare from your mouth. See it and hear it, and it shall be so. Yes, folks, open the spout where the blessings come out. The spout is your mouth.